Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Hacktivity, which was another paid Kickstarter preview, and this is another cooperative game. Oh, April was a great month for co-op. I had played more co-op games this month than I have in a long time, and I'm loving it, because co-op is my favorite. So what has Hacktivity got going on? This is a game that's actually going to be launching on Kickstarter next month in May. Or maybe it was on GameFound. It's going to be crowdfunding in May, so you can keep an eye out for it. But at its heart, this is an imperfect communication co-op. My favorite thing in the world. Ever since Hanabi came out and introduced us to that idea where, okay, I'm going to do this thing, and I hope you figure out why I'm doing this, and you can make the right choice, and we really have to get in sync with the other player and make informed decisions based on what you've seen them do. I love imperfect communication, and the way it works here is, at the beginning of it, we are in cyberspace, fighting viruses, and each of us is a hacker with our own special powers and our own unique deck of cards. And there is another deck of cards that's built as part of setup that represents the viruses we're trying to kill. And every round, at the beginning of the game, all players draw a certain number of cards. At the beginning, everybody draws 3 cards. The game speeds up as it goes on, starting to draw 4 or 5 cards every round. But what you do is, I can draw as many cards as I want from my deck and from the virus deck. And then I have to resolve all of those cards. And at the same time, I'm making that decision, right, how many evil cards that are trying to kill us am I going to draw versus how many cards am I going to draw that are going to save us? And I have to, I could just, we're both almost dead. I just need to draw nothing but good cards. And you're like, but if I do that, then we're not making progress through the virus deck. And if we run out of cards before the virus deck runs out, we're pretty much doomed. But there are all kinds of doom meters in this game. We can run out of time if we take too long. There's a ticking time bomb that can explode on us. We can simply run out of cards. We can get, our firewalls can collapse, so we get our brains fried. So there's all kinds of ways we could lose. Only one way we can win. We got to empty out the virus deck before time runs out. And so we are heavily incentivized to draw as many cards from that virus deck every round as we can. But as you might imagine, every card we draw from the virus deck, you have a choice. You can either absorb all the damage it's going to do to you and hit us in a lot of different ways, or you can put it up in this kind of communal deck, or this display where you can have up to 3 or 4 at a higher player count cards that we are slowly whittling down. So it's a bird in the hand, two in the bush. I could just say, hey, I'm going to kill this virus right now, and it's going to beat the crap out of me, but I'll survive. Or this virus would kill me right now. Or it would put our timer over the edge and we can't afford to do it. So I'll put it up on the slow boat, and now we have to spend the next few rounds fighting it with all the other cards we've got. And that's an implicitly interesting decision. But it gets so much more interesting deciding how many good cards versus how many bad cards do I take when you're making the same decision at the same time, and we cannot talk about what what we've got. And it's absolutely brilliant. Jen and I were both incredibly impressed. We were very impressed by the production value. Definitely when it goes live on crowdfunding, check it out. My prototype had built-in plexiglass boards literally screwed onto the board so all the cubes would stay in place and wouldn't get shuttled around. Very, very nice. Really great appeal. The art was great. The graphic design was great. Jen was a little pushed off because there's no text. Every effect is from a big smorgasbord of icons, so some people might be taken back by that, but I didn't find it to be too problematic. And the cooperative nature of this game, it is you are very lockstep worrying every step of your way because so many of your effects can affect everybody. A lot of them can only affect me, but a lot of them can affect me and you, or can affect multiple viruses or just one virus. And once we've drawn our cards, and we can't say what's in our hands, and we have to decide, because once you've got our hand of cards, I've got my 4, you've got your 4, then we have to take turn playing cards. And we can play 1 or 2 cards, but we must play cards. And often, if I play this card right now, we lose. So I need to play this other card first. But before I can play that, you're first. You've got to play a card. And whatever you do not play a card to put anything in that space, because I need that space to stay open. I can't tell you why. And so you'll do something, and then I'll put that, and you're like, oh, I have a way to counter that card. And so now what you were planning on doing is going to be completely different. This is a game. Every round is a voyage of discovery as we're trying to figure out, without being able to talk about, I can heal us. I can't say how much I can heal us. Don't worry. If you think you're going to get hurt, as long as it doesn't kill you, I'll be able to heal you on my turn. And you're like, okay, fine. And you take care. You're like, I didn't think you were going to get hurt that much. I can only heal you for 1. It's not that, that kind of imperfect communication that requires us to constantly change on the fly what our plans are is just delicious. I love it in so many games. I love it in Gloomhaven. I love it in Hanabi. I love it in our number 3 of the month, Hacktivity. And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.